Today we're going to be covering the Kanamia Trial on hard mode for Blue Protocol Star Resonance. This is one of the hardest dungeons out so far, and a lot of the confusion is in the mechanics. So today we're going to give a quick guide on how to run through this with ease. Let's go! Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, when you spawn in, you're going to be met by this guy. He's just going to rush in and start with a forward thrust. Almost messed up the name of that move, but pretty simple. It's just a tank and spank kind of deal. He's nothing really special. Just go ahead and burst him down with your group. As you see, we pretty much melted through him like butter. Next, you're going to be met with a bunch of cinematics as he's going to put you through a series of challenges. And this is where you come up to your first set of choices to be able to go on and push forward through this dungeon. So you can either pick to go through the enemies to the left or the enemies to the right. The enemies to the right is going to spawn a couple of mobs that you have to fight. The enemies to the left is really just a DPS burst check. So we went with the left. So you're going to go ahead and have to burst these guys down. There is a time limit to be successful on this. Need to make sure I pull the aggro from everybody. You want to go through with the healers first. Healers is who you want to burst down here. Come on, we got it. There we go. Alright, so it seems like we were able to clear that phase successfully. Alright, next here we'll be met with a couple more cinematics. He's going to spawn in another boss for us to fight. The goal is for somebody to stay in the circle with him while the tank pulls the mobs and DPS bursts them down. Somebody has to stay in that circle the whole time. If they don't stay in the circle, he won't be able to hit those emblems fast enough. Alright, he's got one more to hit. I have no more mobs. I'm just fighting air. I get so used to just looking at my combos. Alright, so we got that one done with no issues. You know, sometimes I don't think about it, but it is a little challenging to try and narrate while pressing all these skills and maintaining your rotations. But here we are, on to Maximo the Warrior. This is where everybody messes it up. He's going to drop a skill on us, and when he drops that skill, that is when you have to go to the edge of the map. Everybody needs to go to a different location to drop these orbs before the skill goes down. Now, I have the skill on me now. Now we want to go to the edge of the map like this. As you see, we went to the edge of the map. Looks like this team knows what they're doing. I love it. It's very hard for some reason to find teams that understand this. And then now, what you want to do is just make sure you're between two different orbs so that the gravity of those orbs will go ahead and counterbalance themselves. Okay, as you see, I just did that. See how we're staying between these two? See how that works? It's simple. I guess it's not simple. I was going to say mathematics. It's not really math, though. It's just the way gravity works, huh? All right, now you got to take down these spears. That's the next step. You got to take all these spears down in order to be able to attack Maximo again. A lot of people don't understand that, and they'll go right past this mechanic, and they'll never be able to attack him. It even tells you, though, all three spears must be destroyed. So now that we've destroyed all three spears, he is targetable again. Now, this cleave, you want to keep using the cleave and having him do it right next to where you cleaved before, so you don't take too much of the your ground space away. Because obviously, if you step on that fire, it's going to do a lot of damage. Now, keep in mind, he's going to do the orb thing again, where he's going to drop the that soul on you. So when he does that, you're going to want to make sure to go to the edge of the map again, but kind of position in a good space to where you can still weave between another. Something I recommend is if you're not confident in your team following the mechanics on this, try and just space yourself away from somebody else who has one, so that way you guys can still survive. All right, find the two orbs that we want. Probably over here would be better. Hoping. Not bad. I think we're gonna get the clear. We got it, boys. We got it, boys. I love a good clear. And there you have it, guys. The Kanamia Trial, Blue Protocol Star Resonance on hard mode. Hopefully this helped. It was a little complicated to be able to give a narration while also playing in-game and tanking and trying to describe to the team the mechanics as well. But I hope this brought you guys some insight. As always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace.
Turn me up.